Hello again, Professor Caspaline's avatar here. Today, because we are focusing on French, I am speaking to you using French pronunciations even for the English, to better enable and accustom you ears to detecting and hearing the pronunciation differences between French and English. Professor Caspaline is the founder of Haven House Hermitage Benedictine Language Academy, a Catholic homeschool foreign language co-op designed to supplement your core homeschool curriculum for serious Latin and French learners, Catholic families, and OCIA catechumens, seniors interested in studying language for its cognitive benefits, and interested parishioners. All are welcome who adhere to our rules and guidelines. And this ministry is free to homeschooling families, but donations are welcome as they support production costs and are greatly appreciated. If you feel so moved and are able, we thank you. Today in our warm-up series, we're doing a deep dive into the Our Father prayer in French, the Notre Père. Pause the video right now. Go down to the description and find the full French text of the Our Father. Handwrite it carefully onto a dry erase slate or a sheet of paper, leaving space above or below each line so you can later add the English translation and your notes. Repeated handwriting and speaking aloud is incredibly important. It is deeply interconnected with both reading and speaking in the language learning process. The physical act of writing engages your brain in ways that simply typing or listening cannot. Turn your repeated writing of the prayers and speaking them aloud into prayer itself. Make these internal thoughts not just blind words, they have meaning. Let that permeate your being as you do these practices. It helps anchor the words in your memory and strengthens the neural connections between seeing, writing, and pronouncing. Once you've handwritten the prayer, come back to the video. We'll use what you've written to dissect and translate the Our Father line by line. Follow along on your slate or paper and write the English words above or below the French as we go. Let's begin. Remember to slow the video for better learning and to pause it to repeat content aloud. First sentence, Notre Père, qui es aux cieux, our Father, who are in heaven. Word by word, notre our plus père, Father, qui est, who you are, is similar to Latin. Aux cieux, in the heavens, O is a contraction of a plus les. Next sentence, phrase prochaine, this means next sentence, que ton nom soit sanctifié, that your name be sanctified / hallowed. Subjunctive soit, may it be, for a wish / prayer, just like Latin subjunctives. Sanctifié comes directly from Latin sanctificetur. Phrase prochaine, que ton règne vienne, that your kingdom / reign come. Vienne, may it come, another subjunctive. Règne is from Latin regnum. Phrase prochaine, que ta volonté soit faite sur la terre comme au ciel. That your will be done on earth as in heaven. Soit faite equals may it be made / done, parallel to Latin fiat. Comme, as, introduces the comparison. Note the smooth word order very close to English. Phrase prochaine. Donne-nous aujourd'hui notre pain de ce jour. Give us today our bread of this day. Imperative, donne, give. Nous is attached with a hyphen. Aujourd'hui, today, and de ce jour both emphasize the daily aspect. Compare to Latin hodie and quotidianum. Phrase prochaine. Pardonne-nous nos offenses, comme nous pardonnons aussi à ceux qui nous ont offensés. Forgive us our offenses, as we forgive also those who have offended us. Pardon, forgive, imperative. Offenses, trespasses / sin, from Latin roots via French. Note the reciprocal structure is almost identical to English. Phrase prochaine. Et ne nous soumets pas à la tentation, mais délivre-nous du mal. And do not submit us to temptation, but deliver us from evil. Ne, past negation, soumets, submit / lead. Deliver from Latin libera. Du mal, of the evil, contraction. Amen. So be it. remember. We'll discuss the grammatical aspects mentioned like subjunctive case, etc. once we begin live classes. Now that we've broken it down, I'm going to read the full French prayer slowly once more. This is the perfect spot to slow down the YouTube video and practice speaking along with me. Repeat after each phrase several times, the more the better. Use your handwritten copy to follow along. Read the full prayer slowly aloud with me, phrase by phrase with slight pauses. Notre Père qui es aux cieux, que ton nom soit sanctifié, que ton règne vienne, que ta volonté soit faite sur la terre comme au ciel. Donne-nous aujourd'hui notre pain de ce jour. Pardonne-nous nos offenses, comme nous pardonnons aussi à ceux qui nous ont offensés. Et ne nous soumets pas à la tentation, mais délivre-nous du mal. Amen. Beautiful work. Keep practicing this aloud, repeatedly and daily. Now let's talk history, using only the words in this prayer. This is the bridge. Latin moved into English through French. After the Norman invasion of 1066, Norman French, heavily Latin influenced, became the language of power in England. Words from this very prayer flowed in and became English words. Père to father, compare Latin pater. Also, notice how the P sound transformed into the F sound because these two sounds are made almost the same way as mouth shapes. Sanctifié to sanctified, règne to reign, volonté to voluntary/will, pain to pantry, bread, offenses to offenses, temptation to temptation, deliver to deliver, mal to malice. English vocabulary today is comprised of more than 60% French and Latin-derived content because of this history. English speakers are already more than halfway toward Latin and French fluency just by speaking their own language. That's why studying Latin and French together makes so much sense in our academy. It trains your mouth to shape different sounds for each language. It trains your ear to listen for those distinct pronunciations so you can intentionally produce them. You're building muscle memory and auditory discrimination at the same time. Finally, remember, when you learn a language, you are developing 4 skills simultaneously: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. They are not separate. Your brain learns them in an integrated, interoperable way. Handwriting is one of the most powerful ways to activate this whole system. The approach we use at Haven House Hermitage is designed to optimize this neurobiological process. As you practice repeated writing and speaking aloud, your brain is literally growing new neural networks and pathways. You are becoming more capable, not just in languages, but in thinking, memory, and prayer. Make your Langau lessons here actual living and lived prayer. Keep reviewing and practicing. We'll see you in the next warm-up episode, and I can't wait to meet you in live classes in person. A bientôt. To enroll for live classes beginning end of summer, contact Professor Caspaline at gmail.com. This ministry is free to homeschooling families, but we welcome any support donations from other learners who are able and feel so moved, and we thank you in advance as those donations help support production costs. To learn more, please visit our Hermitage and Academy's YouTube channel by searching for Haven House Hermitage Benedictine and Language Academy, or via the description at https://youtube.com/@H3B Catholic Language Academy. SI equals 79 DQOLKOFV4KXYSH.